my morning anxiety, which I thought would ruin my day, defeat me a bit, and I turn it into a productive day. And I want to explain what y'all saw in the video and pinpoint the exact moments where I like showed up for myself and I sort of defeated the anxiety. Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome to a day in my life in Austin, Texas. It's Saturday. That means I don't have work and I have a full free day to myself. It's been a little bit challenging trying to figure out what to do because I'm new to Austin, so it's not as easy as London, like going around London, because I feel like a lot of people have a lot of recommendations there. If anyone's on this channel and they are in Austin or from Austin or something like that, comment down below, give me an itinerary and tell me what to do. I'm going to Barre, so I have an Empower class at 11. It is currently 10:22, so I have a bit of time, and that's why I'm dressed in my all black, pretty much all Lululemon outfit, and my lovely Birkenstocks, because I don't need any tennis shoes or anything for Barre for that workout. You just use socks, grippy socks. I've been thinking about what else I want to do. I'll probably have a little bit more spirit and a little bit more courage to go out and do stuff after my workout. You just wake up a little stressed out, a little anxious, a little something, you know, and then you go do your workout and then you feel like you're on top of the world a little bit more. So I'm hoping that's what's gonna happen with me, and I'm gonna feel a little bit better once I get those endorphins kicked in and running. This is also a HIIT workout, so it's not a regular bar class. It's not the classic regular Pure Barre OG bar class. It's a little bit faster, so your heart rate gets kicked up a little bit more. My mom is actually doing Pure Barre now too in Georgia, which is really fun, and I like hearing from my instructors there. They text me and they're like, hey, like your mom's in the class and you know, hope you're doing well. I literally, like this girl right here, her and I have been snuggling all morning, like sleeping together all morning. Look, she's coming back to me and like saying hi. We've been together all morning. Together as in like nose to nose, face to face. Oh, but no, like literally like this. This is how he's been sleeping. She looks upset and like feels like she doesn't want to do that, but she's been doing that with me in my bed. If you are new to the channel, that is Ruth, and then I have Phoebe. She is right over here. She's been licking herself all morning. As I said before, I'm going to be getting them shaved. Some people like said some things in the comments like backlash about it, but I promise you it makes them happier, and I'm going to a professional shaver, and I promise it makes them so much happier, especially during the summer. They feel a little uncomfortable in the beginning, but they appreciate it a lot because they don't have to groom all the time. They're not stressed out about like knots and stuff. I watched Dune Part 1 last night and it was really good. I don't know how people said they slept through it because that was really good. I'm trying to figure out when I want to go watch Dune Part 2. It might be today. It might end up being like a last minute thing, like I'm going to the IMAX theater and I'm gonna go watch Dune Part 2 by myself, or it might be tomorrow, or it might be this coming up week. Like I'm gonna do it because all my coworkers keep talking about how amazing and spectacular it is. So I was like, I love sci-fi, I like fantasy world like that. I want to hop on the train, like I want to try it out. So it was really good. The first one was really good. If you don't like sci-fi stuff and you don't really pay attention to movies and stuff, it's not gonna be for you, but that's okay. Anyways, whatever. Let's get in the car. Woo! I just finished. I feel amazing, like I knew I would. I have in my car a lint roller because I have 2 cats. It's necessary. Getting ready to walk around the Domain. So I'm gonna take y'all along with me. This is where one of my locations for Barre is. The Domain in Austin is a bunch of shopping. So it has like a skim store. It has Louis Vuitton. It has H&M, Zara, Forever 21. I mean like all shopping. Victoria's Secret, Pink, anything you think of. It's all outside and it's a beautiful day out. It is 60 degrees. It feels like fall weather. I'm not complaining because it has been sort of really warm recently, like in the 80s, and it's not even summer yet, and so I'm getting nervous for the summer because apparently it gets to like 110 degrees. Even warmer some days. I'm not excited for the summer at all. That's why I got my bangs cut early, because I'm gonna grow them out. I'm not gonna have bangs in the summer. Everyone says it's terrible. I burned 360 calories for my workout, which is pretty good, pretty good. I've been like this forever. I have everything you need. So I have lotioned hand sanitizer too in my car. It's a little bit harder to get out. And I have my perfume. This is my Holy Grail perfume. I've worn this since 7th, 8th grade. They change it all the time. It used to be a little square kind of thing. Yeah, but now it's like cylinder circular. Also, we're going to be going to Starbucks, and I'm not a Starbucks girl anymore. I don't go as much because, as y'all know, I'm on decaf now. I'm not drinking caffeine because of my anxiety, and when I was on Accutane, I went off of it and it made my anxiety attacks go away. Like the ones I started having made them go away, so I've been on decaf ever since. Now, it's not like I'm eating it right now. It's not that I don't have any caffeine. I have Diet Cokes, I still have that stuff, but it's not that strong and it's not that bad. So I try not to have a lot of it. So I'm always drinking decaf coffees. And when that happens, when you start doing that, every single coffee is more of a treat than, you know, I need to drink this to have a good day or be awakened in a way. So we are going to Starbucks because Starbucks just came out with the lavender line. So I'm so excited to try it. I'm so excited to try it. I don't know which one I'm gonna get, but we're gonna order, and then we're gonna walk around a bit. It's a 10-minute walk from here, like in the Domain. If you live in a city and you're walking everywhere, that's nothing. Normally it's a 40-minute walk, but this is a 10-minute walk, and I'm already switching back to my American self where I'm like, oh, maybe I should just drive there and then get out, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna go walk. Okay, let's go. So this weekend is also South by Southwest. It's a really big event in Austin. I actually didn't even know about it until my coworkers started talking about it. I went to an event yesterday for work, and then I have another event I'm going to next week for work, which is really cool. I get to get out of the office a bit and, you know, socialize, network a bit. It's really cold out, actually. It's a lot colder than I thought it'd be. No, because that is insane. $6, $6.55. Okay, taste test. Ready? What is that? It's stuck at the bottom. I spent almost $7 on something that tastes like a tree. Like literal lavender tree. Like it doesn't taste good. Oh my god, this is like so gross. No, because like, let's talk about it. Starbucks disappoints again and again. It is just not the same anymore. I stick by this. Me and my little sister always talk about this, but like Starbucks is not good anymore. It's like so mainstream and so many, like it just lost its identity completely, and the drinks are so not thought out, and like the baristas kind of suck. No offense. If you're a good Starbucks barista, good for you. And you know what? I wish I had you in my hometown or wherever I go. And kudos to you, but most of them have been just like terrible. The drinks are terrible. They need higher quality ingredients, or they need higher quality baristas who like are passionate about each drink that they do. It's not consistent at all. Like it's not reliable anymore. But like, look at that. It didn't even mix in it. And then you were just drinking sugar, but then the lavender tastes like actual lavender flower. Like it wasn't a nice lavender syrup. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. That's hard-earned money. $7, that's a meal. And I decided to spend it and try it on a lavender. And then I had to throw it away. I feel so bad throwing it away. That's a waste. That's such a waste. I don't know what we're gonna do now. I really wanna go get groceries or something. I wanna get food because I don't have food at home. Normally I wait until like tomorrow, Sunday, to do it, but it's just a really relaxing, slow day. There's a Whole Foods near here, too expensive for me. There's a Trader Joe's on that side. Should I go to Trader Joe's? If I go to Trader Joe's, all I get is the frozen chicken fried rice. I get like 3 bags of it, and I get other food, but at the end of the day, I only eat that chicken fried rice. So that's like the first thing I pull out of my cupboard. I'm like, okay, chicken fried rice, like whatever. Maybe I should just go get a few things. Go get some veggies and maybe, yeah. Okay, let's go to Trader Joe's. I'm getting gas right now, and I'm like tucked away in my car and it's locked. The gas stations here in Austin, I've sort of found that they can be a bit scary. Like, you can put in a gas station, but then if you drive by it, you will know. Like, you'll know which ones not to go to if you're a girl, but I'm still like a bit hesitant, so that's why I'm in my car locked out. Normally I'm standing outside enjoying the breeze, you know, waiting for my gas to be filled, but I wish we could go back in the day where people like filled your gas, like you pulled up and then they fill it for you. Like, you have like little couriers, I don't know if that's what you call them, but little gas helpers where they fill it for you. The gas I'm getting right now is $2.72, which is good. It's been like $2.99 and almost $3. Okay, it just clicked. $32. Strawberries, blackberries, mushrooms, light cream cheese, frozen blueberry waffles, 2 of these, chicken fried rice, mini frozen beef tacos, frozen turkey burgers, mango blueberry chia bowl with coconut cream and passion fruit juice. I haven't seen it, gonna try it. Veggie and flaxseed chips, broccoli, verde chicken enchiladas, refrigerated carnitas, burrito, zucchini, spinach, feta, salsa verde, mango cream bars, orange peach mango for smoothies, roasted red pepper hummus. And that is everything I got. Let's put it up now. I just had some lunch, and now before I shower, it's time to clean the apartment. It is dirty. It's like, it's not dirty like if you saw it, it's not that dirty, but it's a little bit more dirty because of the cats and their hair and just all that stuff. So I normally put my headphones on and I put on a podcast and I vacuum. I'm doing the dishes. I mean, I'm doing everything. So let's go. I have been putting in the hard work. Look at this. Look. Hi, Ruth. Just freshly swept. Look how clean. And if you, I wish you can just smell all the bad chemicals. I have my sheets in the laundry, so I will be able to make my bed and fold some clothes. But look. Beautiful. What a great Saturday, right, Ruth? I have my candle on, which is Coconut Berry Bliss. My best friend in California, Brooklyn, she had it on in her house and I loved it. I think it's from Target. Yeah, so you can get it too. So now I'm gonna go take a shower before I put on my sheets. And what do you want? I need to wash my leggings too. They have so much cat hair on them because I've been like shaking everything. Ruth! Okay, I'm gonna go take a shower. My bangs are the only thing dry right now because, as you'll know, if you have bangs, you have to dry them first and place them, or else they're gonna air dry and then not place well. I was listening to some podcasts while I was cleaning, and I think that's like the best part about cleaning for me is I get to listen to some like self-help podcasts. And some of my favorite, I will tag down below in the description. But I was listening to 2 different ones. I know one was Mel Robbins, and I forget the name. She's newer on my list that I've been listening to. I forget her name, but they are wonderful. Mel Robbins, that podcast, and her, she influences me a bit more than the other girl has. Like, I feel like she's actually speaking straight to me in a really beautiful way. She just says some things and you just like stop, and then like you get teary-eyed because it really hits to your heart, and it's like, yeah, like I do want that. You know, that is my dream, or whatever it is. If you're driving, if you're walking, if you're cleaning like I am and like doing it, definitely take a listen to Mel Robbins. This has been such a productive day. I feel like in the morning I started out really anxious, and I just saw, like you literally saw the progression of my attitude, my mood. It just started off really anxious. I was sleeping in, and I'm not used to. It's not part of my routine to sleep in. I wake up really early for work and to get my workout in and all that stuff. So I think sleeping in makes me feel a little bit more lazy nowadays, which that's not the case. Like, I'm actually resting my body to be able to get some sleep and extra sleep. But it's hard to get out of that, you know, routine of like, I'm not waking up early, I'm sleeping in. Am I being lazy? Am I wasting time? I always feel that way sometimes, you know. I'm like, am I wasting time? Am I supposed to be doing something else? But you kind of just have to trust the process and take a look at your habits, see what you're doing, what you're not doing, and focus on being more uncomfortable when you can, so you can grow more. which I'm actually having trouble with because I'm so uncomfortable. I'm trying to find comfort in the tiniest of things or everything in my life. And so now I'm trying to like make myself uncomfortable again with different things. Of like, okay, we're really uncomfortable with work and the new move, but like, how are we gonna be uncomfortable with our passions? How are we gonna be uncomfortable with what we want at the end of life, like our dream life and all that stuff? Finding uncomfortability in the uncomfortable times of your life is, if that makes any sense, that is hard. And I'm going through it right now. Day by day, I'm just trying to take it in and figure out how to get in a nice little routine and habits that I have to work on that aren't natural, because my natural habits are to come home, eat, make dinner, and watch TV for the rest of the night. That's my normal habit, which is nothing wrong with that. But if I want to make a different life, if I want to get out of and not rely on specific things to live, then I have to change. Change comes with change, right? Yeah, I can go on and on, but let me finish folding these and I'm about done, and then we can meet up in another part of the house. So y'all, I took my morning anxiety, which I thought would ruin my day, defeat me a bit, and I turned it into a productive day. And I want to explain what y'all saw in the video and pinpoint the exact moments where I like showed up for myself and I sort of defeated the anxiety. So I want to say, first of all, I gave myself grace this morning when I woke up. I was being really picky in the mirror. I was looking at myself and like, oh my gosh, like I don't look good this morning. And then I was like, but that doesn't matter. Beauty's not everything. And I'm like, no matter, it's subjective to each person. So I was like, you're fine, Izzy. Like, you are gonna look beautiful in that mirror when you're at your workout at Pure Barre. So I got up, sort of fought those thoughts a bit. I got on a cute outfit. So I had an idea before I went to bed last night that I wanted to wear my Lululemon snatched little, I don't know the name of it, but I wanted to wear that. I knew I did. So I woke up and I like remembered I got to wear that today, so it made me a little bit more confident. So wearing that and then giving myself some time to sleep in, even though I was anxious about sleeping in a bit and being a little bit more lazier than normal. Once I had my cute outfit on, I walked out that door. And showing up is the #1 thing that you can do when you're anxious. No matter what feelings you have, what emotions, what you're going through at the moment, those are just emotions and those are feelings. You have to remember at the end of the day too that they don't describe you, they don't define you, and they don't have to define that moment if you don't want them to. If you really, really try and fight them, you can fight them, and by doing so, to fight them is just showing up, even though you don't truly feel like it. If I didn't go to that workout class that I love doing, it's a passion of mine, it is one of my hobbies that I do outside of my corporate job. If I didn't do that this morning, I probably would have stayed in bed all day and been very, very anxious and really hard on myself. I'll be honest, like I would probably relax too much and just not feel good about myself and just keep digging myself into a bigger hole, which I do a lot sometimes. And I know like there's some things I should do to get out of it and stuff, and you know how it is, like it's an endless cycle sometimes where you just physically can't. So even just walking out the door and showing up for myself and showing up to that class, I felt 100 times better after. I got those endorphins in, I started feeling better, and then once I was out there and doing that, I remembered that they had like a lavender flavor. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go try that coffee, even though it was terrible. As y'all saw in my review, like it was terrible. It was not good. I still had the opportunity and the mindset shift where I was grateful to even walk after and go get a coffee, enjoy the weather, and then walk back to my car and then maybe restart my week on a Saturday. That's totally fine. So I went to the grocery store, had a little inkling in my mind where I'm trying to eat a little bit healthier for my body. And so I got some pieces that I think that are gonna be great. I got some vegetables, some things for my smoothies that I'm making that I'm really into again. I'm always into smoothies, but sometimes I forget about them and then I go back to them. But little things like that, I knew that were gonna help my mind and my body and everything. So did that, did my groceries, and then came home, knew I wanted to deep clean, and so I did it. My anxiety doesn't completely disappear, but it's a little bit more manageable. And so I'm like, okay, you know what? It's stressing me out and making me anxious thinking about how much I have to clean. So let's just take it step by step, Izzy. And to do so, to get out of that rut, I put on my headphones and I put on a podcast that I can focus on, and I totally forget that I'm cleaning. I do. I forget about the time. I don't look at the time. I don't realize how long it's actually taking me, but I'm so involved and wrapped in my podcast, and a podcast that is also a self-help podcast. So it's not like I'm listening to drama or, you know, just day-to-day things. That's totally fine. There's nothing against those, but in this moment, from my waking up really anxious and just kind of out of it in a weird mood, I wanted to just better help myself. And if all of this too makes you overwhelmed, where you're like, Izzy, like, you did have a productive day. This is not my day every day when I want to have a productive day. Let's just say when I wake up anxious, most of the time, I don't get to maybe one of the 3 things that I've been doing in this vlog or something like that. But what I'm trying to explain is my examples of how do you initiate to get to those 3 things. So you show up for the workout. You build mindsets over the week of looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, you know what, I want to change this about myself. I want to feel better here in this area. And you keep promising yourself that. It builds a little mindset shift. So when you're in those situations of a Starbucks, going to get lavender and walking, being grateful for that, going to the store and maybe picking up a few extra things that, you know what, I am gonna incorporate this in my diet. And then third was a bit of a distraction, an area I could truly focus that I knew was gonna help me, but also at the same time, I was doing something that was helping me as well. So if you struggle with cleaning your apartment, cleaning your house, whatever it is, I highly, highly, highly suggest putting on headphones and putting on a good podcast. And again, I'm gonna link those, the ones I was listening to, in the description because they were phenomenal. They were so great. They made me cry while I was cleaning too. It's very therapeutic, very cathartic sometimes. You know, I have a lot to journal. You can take some of these tactics, implement them in your day-to-day routines. Maybe you wake up anxious one day and you just really need a little bit of advice on how to get your body physically to that workout, how to, you know, pick up a few things at the grocery store that you think, you know what, I'm going to add this to my diet, or even adding that podcast to your ears as you're cleaning your apartment. Love you all so much. I'll see y'all next week in my next vlog. Bye.